Hello, I'm Dale from Dale's Gig Review, and you are Tom Warner?
I am.
Yes.
I hope anyway.
Yeah, hope. So you're in a band called Sellsword?
I am.
Yeah, which is a mercenary sort of band, so does that mean you sell your soul for money?
I do. I can't speak for the rest of them.
Excellent. You started the band in 2013, were you there from the start?
No. I joined in 2017.
Yeah.
I was originally depping on the Hyde Vault tour, and because I was asked to stage manage and crew for Hyde Vault as well, I just did both at the same time.
Yeah.
And then after that, said, "Do you want me full time?" And they took me.
Oh right, so you missed the first album because that was 2016, wasn't it, the first album?
Yeah, I just missed that.
Which I've got on my notes here because I'm that old I can't remember anything. So the first album was And Now We Ride, and the second album, which I presume you're on, is Unto the Breach.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is 2019.
Yeah.
So how would you describe your sound?
Cheesy.
Cheesy?
Yeah. The new album's going to be darker. I think we've gotten progressively darker over the years.
Yeah, well,
So-
dark is good.
Yeah, and Now We Ride is cheesy, very
Yeah.
classic power metal-y kind of vibe, and then
Is this a symphonic sort of power metal? You do
Yeah.
have who plays the synths in that?
no one.
No, and it's
It's
just
all backing.
recorded.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, because I've noticed that in a few of your songs, and I've not actually seen anybody on your band list who plays.
Yeah, they used to have a keys player, and that didn't work out. I'll
Right.
just say that.
Okay. Well, synth metal. I mean, I grew up listening to Halloween, which is basically the grandfather of all that sort of power synth metal.
Yeah.
What are your influences?
Mine personally, they've changed a lot over the years. I started out in hard rock and stuff like that. I moved on to cringy new metal in the early 2000s and stuff like that, and then I was all about like folk and jazz and Latin and stuff like that, and right now I'm all about white noise. Yeah.
See, my favourite drummer, when I was all grown up, drumming was just that background noise you had in music, you know, and I never really paid any attention to the drummers, and it were always a bum bum ching ting sort of thing, and that were it. And then it was Mitch Mitchell from the Jimi Hendrix Experience who really sort of opened my eyes to drumming, and he's the open hand jazz style sort of drumming, and some of his rolling beats, and it just made me go, so that's what they do, you know, that sort of thing. Was obviously when you, I don't know what age you started, but was like that sort of moment for you?
Sort of. Just before we started this, you mentioned about the Animal, and actually the drummer that got me into wanting to play was Shannon Larkin from Godsmack.
Okay.
He very much embodies that style.
Yeah, Animal from the Muppets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I loved that band at the time. And it was just absolutely nuts, and I loved it. It's very expressive.
Brilliant. Well, drumming for me now is something which I really take a great interest in, and I tend to notice them a lot more. But you're always notoriously difficult to photograph because you're at the back. You usually got a lot of musicians in front of you, and then when I can actually get there, you're just a whir, and if it's low light, I'm just going to get a blur.
Yeah.
And I always try my best to try and get photographs of the drummer. So hopefully I can get you tonight. So tonight you're standing in for a drummer for a band, I believe?
Yeah, for the Vaults.
For the Vaults?
Their drummer's injured, and I offered.
Okay. So you didn't injure the drummer just so you can get an extra gig?
Maybe. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah. Well, so is it your first gig with them?
Yeah.
And you're all fully rehearsed for this sort of music?
About to find out. We've had 3 rehearsals, which should be plenty, so
Yeah.
all being well, everything's fine.
I'll look forward to watching you struggle.
It's not going to be that much of a struggle, it's Britpop.
Yeah, oh, Britpop, great. Well, Glenn from Metalliville-zine online magazine is the one who set this interview up, and he told me to watch your Saxon Sword video, which is
Did you?
it's a pretty good video.
Yeah, we were pretty happy with it.
Yeah, so what were the inspiration for the video? Where was it filmed?
Right, so the indoor scenes are at Valhalla in York.
Yeah.
Because the top floor of that is just big mead hall, it's great. So they did those in there with all the reenactors from the fight scenes, and I'm not sure where those fight scenes took place. I wasn't privy to that information.
Right, okay.
Funnily enough, I booked the forest, but I forgot what forest it was. Somewhere in York. Yeah. Yeah, we just paid the license and went and did that in some woods.
Yeah.
Good times.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So that's for the video Saxon Sword. That's not your latest single, though, is it? The one that's on Spotify.
New Gods.
New Gods, that's the one, yes. Which is it's a very interesting video. Song. I've been listening to it. The vocals it's got a very distinctive, very clean, very the diction on it and clarity that comes through on his voice is extremely good. He's not hitting the high notes as like Halloween, but he's a very good singer. But he's not been in the band long, has he?
No, we were lucky enough to get him on in 2022.
Yeah. I'm just trying to find his name here. Well, you can Nathan Harrison.
That's the
he
one.
replaced you at I can't even read my name.
Stuart Perry.
Stuart Perry, that's right.
Yeah.
So what does Nathan bring?
Oh, he doesn't just bring vocals. He's basically every cog in the machine right now. He's fantastic with all the socials. He's very well organised, very together.
Yeah.
Unlike the rest of us. Saying that, Tom, bass player, he's also very good with planning things and sorting things out. James and Henry are fantastic with all the writing and the production stuff, and I do nothing. I do nothing.
That's brilliant. So who does writing?
That will be Henry and James.
Yeah.
And I think Nathan has some involvement possibly in some of the music writing, but he does a lot of the lyrics. I think Henry does some of the lyrics as well.
Yeah. Right. So you've not tried your hand at writing?
No.
No.
Not for stuff like this, no. I do video game work and stuff like that.
Okay.
And I don't get a lot of time to write music creatively or recreationally, so I don't.
So what do you do on video game then?
Composition, sound design, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So you're very techy then, which is a lot more than what I am. I struggle a lot with the technology side of things. My partner's the one that's driving me all the time to do TikTok and I mean on YouTube shorts I've had 1,000 people watch me unbox something. It's like
people love their unboxing.
why would 1,000 people watch me? I have no idea. So you played the HRH Vikings Festival. Were you part of that?
Yeah. That was 2020, I think.
2020.
Yeah, that was the first introduction of the trebuchets, which went horribly wrong.
Go on, you've got to let me know.
Well, they just fired into the ceiling and the floor instead of where they were supposed to fire. I mean, they're not known for their reliability, are they?
No. So you decided it were a good idea to have treasury, I can't even say it, catapults on stage with you.
Yeah. Yeah. We had one at that. And for QuestFest this year, which we did week before last, sorry, the two guys that we, let's say, requisitioned to pilot the said trebuchet misunderstood what we meant, so they built us a whole new one that was even bigger. It also failed. However, it's so funny when it does. It's just so funny.
Right. So it sounds a lot like Spinal Tap, and seen that with Stonehenge. You know, that's just like the funniest scene ever. So you didn't do Bloodstock. Were you part of the band when they did Bloodstock?
Yeah.
I've
actually done Bloodstock a lot of times.
Yeah.
I've done Sophie.
Yeah, Sophie Lancaster stage.
I've done Sophie Lancaster with 2 different bands.
Okay.
Not Sellsword. With Sellsword, we did the New Blood stage in 2018.
Yeah.
At that same festival, I did that same year. I did Sophie stage with another band.
What?
Forgotten Remains. It's like a death thrash band.
Death thrash.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So how was your Bloodstock experience?
I love it. It's great.
Yeah.
It's well run. All the crew are really nice and extremely professional.
Yeah. I've never been to a Bloodstock festival. I've been to a lot of festivals, and I've got to
You should.
All my friends that go to it recommend it, highly recommend it, say it's a cracking festival.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So did you enjoy it when you were doing it with Sellswords?
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, what were the fans like? Did you have a lot of fans there, or did you make new fans?
Both, I think, yeah.
Yeah, they weren't throwing bottles at you then?
No. I mean, by then, we were just starting to make a little bit more of a splash.
Yeah.
We had the new album coming up, so there was something to promote.
Yeah.
And then we hit the pandemic in 2020, and as with every band, things kind of stagnated for a while.
Because you did an album, didn't you? A virtual live COVID album.
Yeah, because it was, I think we were supposed to be playing a festival, and then everything shut down, so they decided to do like a virtual recording thingy.
Yeah.
So we used footage from the Unto the Breach album recording session and a mix of me in my studio.
Yeah. Alright. I take it that was well received then. I've not had a chance to listen to that.
I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, it's a bit hard to gauge, isn't it, when you've not got an actual audience.
I haven't actually seen it.
Fair enough. So I've got down that you are in another band.
No, I'm in 7.
You're in 7?
Yeah.
Well, okay. I'll start again then. I've got you down that you're my favourite band that I've discovered, the Steel City Grooves.
Oh, really? That's just my wedding band.
That's your wedding band? Yes, I know it's your wedding band.
Interesting. Where the hell did you see us?
Well, you know, I do my research. When I found out and you were all wearing your matching shirts, and I was impressed. You know, we'll be getting married hopefully next year, so...
Well, I know a band.
It's funny you should mention that. I've just met somebody that's in a wedding band.
Was it me?
It could have been you, yes. How long were you in the Steel City Grooves?
That's been running since 2022.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. Latter end of 22. Selena was advertising for a band, and I answered.
Yeah.
And then we just put it together from there.
You enjoy that?
I mean, we haven't gigged since January.
Oh, right.
I think.
Right, okay.
Or March or something stupid. Yeah, we don't do a lot of stuff right now.
So why would you be in 7 bands?
Why wouldn't I be in 7 bands?
Fair enough. Don't you have any sort of clashes?
No. I'm very well organised.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So what sort of music ranges are these 7 bands?
We've
got the wedding band.
We've got the wedding band.
We've got
another wedding band.
And second.
So Steel City Groovers is more like funk, soul, and pop and stuff like that. There's another one which is more like early 2000s rocky jukebox stuff up until modern day pop stuff.
Oh, we might prefer that wedding band. Yeah, go on. I know what they're called.
This wasn't my call. This was before I was in Steel Eclipse. Very cringe. I'm not a fan, but it is what it is.
Okay.
Sorry, Luke. So yeah, that one's a bit rockier.
Yeah.
There's Amber, which I play percussion in, which is like Latin funk fusion.
Okay.
We just played on Tuesday actually at Factory Floor, sold out gig with camera.
Oh right, okay.
And they're fantastic. They're a student band, absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Who else we got? Obviously Sellsword, power metal.
Yeah.
First gig with this band is on the 15th of November for Aeonia Fest called Final Blast.
Right.
It's more power metal. Yeah. I've literally just been approached by another power metal band asking me to play for them called Memories of Old, which I've agreed to do. So I've got Sellsword, 6. There's one more. Who am I missing? Oh, I got approached by another guy from Leeds called Matt, who wants me to be in part of a prog metal project.
Right, prog metal.
Otherwise not named.
Right.
Now, to be perfectly honest, I don't like prog very much.
Yeah, prog metal is going to be a convoluted name. It can't be just a simple name. It's prog. It's got to be a convoluted name. They always are.
More than likely, unless it's like Rush, but they're rock, aren't they? Prog rock.
Prog rock.
Yeah.
I've also got you down that you. I don't know whether you own or part own the throne room drum practice
That's
spaces.
just all me.
That's all you.
That's all me. Yeah.
Yeah.
In my studio, just a practice space by a drummer, 4 drummers.
Yeah.
That's that.
Right. Is it just one room or is
Just
it
one room.
just one room?
Yeah. Basically an office in a house.
Yeah.
But not my house.
Right.
The building used to be a livable accommodation, and it's now not. It's now just a music studio.
Right. Okay. So you teach, I presume,
Full time.
and you teach at that studio, or
Yeah.
yeah. And I've read that you do stuff with younger people, children, getting them into it too.
Yep.
Yeah,
All ages.
That's quite commendable then, I've got to say, because getting children interested in music at a young age is difficult at best. I always remember coming home with a recorder from school, doing 3 blind mice, and I can't tell you the amount of situations I've needed that teaching, you know, to get me out of trouble. The recorder, 3 blind mice, never fails.
Never taught you anything other than that.
Yeah, but I take it the children obviously love making noise.
They do.
Yeah,
They do.
yeah. Oh, that's good. That's really commendable. So you are also an educator at Trinity College, London Music Drama. That's what I read.
I teach that stuff.
Last year you got that, I believe.
Became a registered digital exam centre. Words are failing me today.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Yeah. I think it's just part of their kind of outreach to connect with more tutors that teach the syllabus and expand their model.
Yeah,
Really.
I'm feeling now quite thick and with somebody who teaches and things. That's really impressive. I mean, how old are you?
How old do you think I am?
I'd say, oh God, this is.
I love this.
I'd say mid to late 20s.
Oh god damn. I'm 34.
34.
I'm 34.
Right. And you're doing all this at that age. That's fantastic. It's really commendable. Like, I love the stuff that you're doing with children. I find that very inspirational. You know, me and my partner's got a lot of children, and we just tell them to shut up and sit in the corner. You know.
Why not?
Yeah. So, what's next for Power Sword?
We are releasing our next album hopefully sometime at the start of next year.
Okay. Have you got a title?
That's a good question. Do I remember the title? We have a working title that I don't remember. I'm not privy to this information.
Right,
At least I don't retain it. So once I've written my parts, then I'll probably remember the album title.
Yeah. Okay.
I wanted it to be a 4-album long, like, kind of limerick. Obviously we've got And Now We Ride, Unto the Breach, and then the third one could be something, and then the fourth
you've
one
got to
could
carry
be
on the
Breach.
concept. You've got to
Right.
carry on the story.
That's what I wanted.
I totally agree with that. You've got to carry on
We
the
do.
story.
I remembered it.
Go on.
That's the name of album 3.
With Might and
Might and Vengeance.
Vengeance. Okay, so and now we ride into the breach with Might and Vengeance.
Yep.
It's working.
It's not my kind of limerick though.
Right, what were you thinking?
I don't know. Something funny.
We and now we ride into the breach with rubber rings and squeaky toys, or
Something along those lines.
very warrior-ish. And
Yeah. That's why I'm not allowed to make these decisions.
Yeah, I can totally understand that. So, how many songs have you started on this one, or is it just writing?
We are literally on the last track, which is at the end of every album we have to have a stupid long epic.
You've got to. It's the law.
Yeah. So album 1, Meteor Maker's 10 odd minutes. Album 2, Blackened Skies is 11. This new one, that last track, I can't remember if it's currently tallying at 12 minutes or 9 minutes, but it's stupid long.
You've got to put in a 3-minute drum solo and stretch it to 15 minutes.
No.
Yeah, it's got to be done.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. No.
And now the band are going to listen to this and totally overrule you and put in a 3-minute drum solo.
really hope not, because Henry likes to throw in proggy parts. And, I told him to stop that.
Yeah, that's so with the new album, are you considering a new tour then?
Oh, that's a good question. I think there's a couple of us that can't really do like a solid tour, but we could do a good number of gigs in a row.
Yeah.
Or every weekend.
Yeah.
Tour.
Because a lot of bands, they tend to do like a week tour or a 2-week tour, and they do like Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And I hate midweek gigs.
Yeah, me too. I
It's,
have to take time off working.
yeah,
Everyone does.
Not only that, the gig tends to be flat because people have got either school run in the morning or they've got work in the morning, or both, and nobody wants to get drunk, and you haven't got that same atmosphere as a party night on like a Friday night or a Saturday night. And but a lot of bands are now doing this. And I mean, I went to a Tuesday gig in the middle of January at Leeds to see one of my favourite bands, St Agnes. And there weren't that many people there, and it wasn't the most liveliest, and they gave a fantastic performance. And I'm thinking how good it would have been, how much better it would have been on a Friday night with the place packed out.
It would have been.
And yeah, so I get doing it on weekends instead of through the week. You know, a staggered tour sounds interesting.
I suppose it kind of depends on logistics as well. Like, you can't always guarantee you're going to get the date that you want in the venue, in the city that you want it at.
Yes.
And if you're going to do a bunch of gigs in a row, you've got to factor in your travel time and your routing and all that jazz. So you might not be going home every night.
Yeah.
We're not really in a position where we can do a lot of that right now. I know that I can't because I'm self-employed.
Yeah.
So taking a week off to go and tour would be a lot of lost income for me.
Yeah, I get that.
And then as well, people booking off time at work and they don't have that.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah. That's
So
true.
we do an album release and we sell it out, and then we just push it.
Well, hope that some of the festivals like Bloodstock that you mentioned, and you've got the Power Metal Quest Festival, you've done a few of them now, haven't you? So hopefully you can do a few more of them, because then that gets your name out to people who aren't aware of you. And seeing a band in a live setting that you've never seen before makes you a fan. You know, if you blow them away and you do fantastic sets with things going wrong and catapults flying in wrong directions, you know, you become memorable. You know,
Hopefully.
hopefully.
With that IKEA flat pack trebuchets.
I've not seen that in the IKEA. Which aisle is that on?
I couldn't pronounce it even if I told you.
Yeah, you're going down the bed aisle and then you turn to the weapons of war aisle, and there it is.
That's the one.
The one on the left.
Directly opposite the castle wall aisle.
Well, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you.
Thanks for having me.
I'm hoping your gig tonight is absolutely amazing.
Me too.
Or, you know, I'll be sat there like... The fact that you say it's Britpop, did you say? Or?
Yeah, I mean, I think they're a bit more rocky than Britpop.
Yeah.
The Vaults, they're a bit more punky. Yeah, it's not like Oasis type or stuff.
Goodness for that.
I hear a little bit of pulp and a little bit of other stuff. It's not my scene, so I can't name that many artists.
Yeah, so I'd like to say with trepidation that I'm looking forward to the Vaults gig tonight, but I definitely will be going to see Sellswords, because I've liked what I've heard so far.
Excellent.
And I want to see sets going drastically wrong.
Well, hopefully they don't go that wrong.
I don't want that to be the selling point to go and see you. I want the selling point to go and see you because you're doing fantastic symphonic power metal with an excellent drummer.
All of that goes correctly.
Yes.
Most of the time.
Well, thank you very much for the interview.
Thanks for having me.